I am at Whataburger in Houston Heights, Texas. Sorry for the traffic noise, but there's a highway right next to us. In Texas, you have to get a Whataburger. That's what I was told, so that's what I'm doing. Where I went was way too much noise, so now I'm around the backside. This is the drive-thru, as you can see. Whataburger started out in 1950 as a burger stand in Corpus Christi, Texas. And I'm in another location because everywhere I go, there's just noise everywhere. This is like a big shopping center. There's a Pep Boys right over there, and they're using tools that are loud. Across the front of Whataburger here is a highway, so there's loud traffic, so I can't get in the front. So I found a little bit quieter place here right around the drive-thru, so hopefully this is better. But anyway, their claim to fame is a bigger, better burger is what their slogan is. Since 1950, they've been serving a bigger, better burger. It's a 5-inch bun. The owner in 1950 wanted to serve a burger that you had to use 2 hands to eat. I guess that goes right along with everything is bigger in Texas because this burger is big. And they do bring the food to you. So when I went up to the counter, I placed my order. They give you a placard with a number on it, an order number, and you go back to the table and then they bring you your food. So I got the double meat original. They all have lettuce, tomato, onions, and mustard. So there's no condiments other than mustard unless you ask. You can customize your burgers, but I wanted to try it as it was originally intended, and that is just lettuce, tomato, diced onions, and mustard. What I read about it is that you don't want to customize them too much. You should have them as originally intended. So all I did was add American cheese to my double meat burger, and it was really good. I would definitely get that again. If Whataburger was around our area in Pennsylvania, I would definitely get it. It's hard to rank burgers because I love all burgers. So even like I'm not a fan of McDonald's, but occasionally I'm like, I could go for a McDonald's cheeseburger, so I grab one. Or a Whopper has a distinct flavor. All of the fast food burger places have their own flavors or their own claim to fame, and sometimes you're just in the mood for a specific thing. So it's hard to rank the cheeseburgers, and I'm not even going to attempt to do it. So, but I would definitely get the burger again. Wasn't a fan of the avocado bacon burger. That was something I saw in somebody else's review of them, that the avocado bacon burger was the one to get. There was some kind of sauce on the avocado bacon burger that made it a little bit spicy, and that was fine. It wasn't too spicy, but just the flavor. I think it just had too much avocado. The meat flavor, you couldn't even taste the meat. All I could taste was the sauce and the avocado, and even the bacon didn't really stand out. So it was all on there. I checked, and it did come on a toasted bread as opposed to a bun, but not a fan of that one. But the original double meat with cheese is excellent. Another thing was their real brewed iced tea. So they have a sweet tea and an unsweetened iced tea option, and both are good. I tried both separately, and then I just cut the sweet tea with a little bit of the unsweet tea, but it is definitely real brewed, and the flavor is great. Their French fries are not all that different from your other fast food burger joint fries. They're a thinner cut. You know, they're okay to go with a burger, but I don't go to burger places for the fries anyway. I go for the burger. And as you can see, there's some storm clouds coming this way, so I'm gonna wrap it up. And overall, Whataburger, I would definitely eat there again, and hopefully some come to our town. Oh yeah, and you do have to like mustard and onions if you get the burger, or you could just customize it, take off the onions, take off the mustard, add ketchup, add mayo, whatever you want. If you want the original Whataburger intended flavor, it is with the mustard and onions, and the flavor is really good. But you do have to like the onions and the mustard if you're gonna like the original flavor of the burger. Another Houston staple, I'm told, is Shipley donuts, so I'm gonna grab some donuts and a coffee and check them out. Let's see what we got. I had to wait just a couple minutes for the hot glazed, but they were fresh coming out. There's a chocolate glaze with coconut, a blueberry filled, a chocolate cream filled, and a vanilla cream filled. It's very light and fluffy. And almost deli, but it's not like raw dough. I like that consistency.
I feel like it's not pretending to be anything fancy, and it's like the best of what it is. That's my opinion.
So Shipley Donuts started in 1936 by Lawrence Shipley, who created his own ingredients for this type of donut. And they were known for serving them hot every day. Hence the hot glazed donut, which I did wait a couple of extra minutes to get a hot glazed one because that's what they're supposed to be served as. But all the other donuts are kind of just sitting in a shelf on a rack in the store, and they pick them as you order them, but they are making them fresh daily, so restocking those shelves. And then they didn't start any rapid expansion until the late 2010s, and now they're even as far east as Florida, and there's a location in Colorado. I think it was 5 or 6 states now has Shipley Donuts, but the consistency is what really stands out to me. It's like a kind of doughy, a little bit chewy, I want to say, but it's not chewy. Oh, it's a little bit different, but I would eat these over Dunkin' Donuts or Yum Yum Donuts, which is what I'm used to in PA, but so far they're great. I'm gonna try another one. This is a blueberry filled. That's really good. And surprisingly, they are not sickening sweet. So I think that's what stands out to me. Like a Dunkin' Donuts donut with the fruit filling, the jelly filling, they are pretty sweet. But you can definitely eat a couple of these and they're not too sweet. They go down pretty easy. So we're gonna keep diving in. This one is the chocolate filled. So that one's definitely more sweet than the blueberry. So I'm thinking the chocolate and the vanilla iced filled, it's literally like an icing. So it's definitely more sweet than like the jelly filled, but it still has good flavor and good consistency. So on their menu, they have donuts and kolaches. I just thought kolache meant coffee.
So kolaches are a thing that Czech settlers brought to Texas, and real kolaches are dessert. It's like a sweet dough that has a fruit filling.
Oh.
Real ones, authentic ones.
So they call their fruit-filled donuts kolaches, basically.
No, they probably had kolaches there too. I just didn't think to tell you about them at Shipley's because that's not where I would get them.
Like on their online menu.
Kolaches.
Under kolaches have coffee listed, but also these like sausage-filled sandwiches.
And a lot of the donut shops call them kolaches, but they're not really authentic kolaches.
That's Americanized.
Yes. Americanized kolaches are the ones with, it's like a pig in a blanket type sausage thing.
Like. Yeah.
Or they've got scrambled eggs and ham and cheese in them, like different options.
But is it inside of a donut?
Not that sweet.
Because that's what
it is, like a sweet bread.
So maybe it's the same dough, just not sweetened with glaze and all that.
No, probably more dense. That's not as fluffy a dough.
But a real kolache is just fruit filled.
A real authentic kolache is a dessert, is a fruit filled, or a breakfast, I guess it could be. Breakfast pastry type thing. I'll ask where's the best place if we can get an authentic one.
Yeah, within reasonable driving distance. Yeah. And last but not least, the vanilla cream. I really like the consistency of these. They go down super easy, so you gotta be careful. I literally could eat this whole box. There was 6 donuts. Jen had 1, so there was 5 full ones, and I could probably eat all them without a problem. But I'm not going to. The vanilla is not as sweet as the chocolate filled. But they're really good. And I did get a large coffee, but it's got good flavor. It's just plain coffee, but not too strong. I do like strong coffee, but this is just your standard coffee. Oh, look at that. They have their ingredients, their dough ingredients right there on the box. Wheat flour, vegetable shortening, potato flour, soya flour, sugar, eggs, milk, and salt. So I wonder which one of those makes them a little doughy. Maybe potato flour. All right, that's gonna wrap up our Whataburger review and Shipley's Donuts review. I got a few more videos from my trip out to Houston, so subscribe below and follow along. Until next time, last tag.